Your core values are your roadmap for life. They remind you each day of what success looks like for you. They give you clarity so that when you lay your head on the pillow before bedtime, you can appraise your success by whether you lived your core values or not. But what if you're living your core values day in and day out, and yet some part of you is still dissatisfied with life? Then what? Well, this may be your signal that it's time to audit your core values. Because perhaps the core values you believe resonate with who you are and what you want to do in life are wrong for you. The good news is that you can change your core values. And in this short video, I'll show you how you can delete values you don't connect with and insert new ones that represent who you truly are and how you want to go through life. Hi there. My name is Wes Murph, and I'm a professional counselor associate in Oregon. I own and operate a psychotherapy practice called Building Better Oregonians. If you want to know more about me, please go to my website at www.buildingbetteroregonians.com. With that said, I've watched the joy in a client's face when they discover their core values. They often tell me that they see themselves in the 5 words they've chosen as their core values. Weeks later, they may then come to a therapy session and tell me that they don't totally connect with one or more of their values. They then usually look at me with a bewildered look as if to say, "So what now? Am I stuck with these values?" The answer is no. If you've discovered your core values and yet one or more of them don't fully resonate with who you are and how you want to be in the world, then change them. It's that simple. By the way, if you've not discovered your 5 core values, I encourage you to watch my short video called Discovering Your Core Values and do the exercise in that video. For now, let's look at what you can do if you do have your core values but don't connect with one or more of them. I call this auditing your core values. To audit your core values, I want you to write down your core values on a piece of paper. I then want you to look at each of them and ask yourself, does this value energize me or shrink me? Does this value energize me or shrink me? Your answer determines your next step. If your value energizes you, then keep it. If your value shrinks you, then redefine it or delete it and add a new one. The goal is for you to find 5 core values you connect with that give you a daily roadmap for living your best life. Let me use myself as an example. One of my 5 core values is humility. This value helps me balance my strong drive to win and succeed. This drive can sometimes be overbearing for me and the people I love and care about. And I find that humility grounds me and keeps me honest and vulnerable about my flaws and faults. I also find that humility can sometimes shrink me. In fact, sometimes I find myself using humility to micro-shame the parts of myself that I want to hide from others. An example is this overbearing competitive drive that lurks inside of me. I actually avoid playing competitive sports because I don't want people to see this competitive beast emerge. This often feels like I'm denying parts of myself instead of living authentically. So I audited my core values and decided to add a new one to my list: authenticity. Humility and authenticity feel at times diametrically opposed. If I'm authentic, I can become an energetic beast. If I have humility, I can shame myself into submission. In other words, authenticity energizes me, while humility sometimes feels like it can shrink me. I haven't come up with a solution for this situation. I don't want to totally discard humility, but I also want to add a healthy dose of authenticity. This is the auditing process. It's a re-examination of your core values to see if you need to tweak or purge them. I encourage you to audit your core values regularly, especially if you find yourself living a life that feels unsatisfying, inauthentic, or even exhausting. If this is the case, perhaps you're living according to values you don't truly connect with and that need to be changed. Ultimately, your core values are your roadmap to your best life. I encourage you to use them to live a life that works best for you, not for anyone else. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you got value from it. I wish you and your loved ones good health and happiness.